Yo, what's up, you guys? Let me be straight with you. Do you want to create more wealth in your life? Seriously. None of this nonsense that money's bad or that it's spiritual to be poor, okay? Do you want to experience more abundance and prosperity in your life from now on? Just answer the question. If your answer is yes, then good. Because today I'm going to reveal to you the secret on how it's done. You know what I'm saying? The Neville Goddard way. Let's do this. You see, I want you to think about this for a moment. When you look around you, obviously the distribution of wealth isn't equal. You'll see the rich, the poor, beggars. And it's interesting because in some places you'll even see the two extremes right next to each other, where you can be walking around a rich neighborhood and there'll be homeless people outside asking for money, despite being surrounded by all this wealth. So the question is, what is the main cause of a person's wealth then? Is it simply the result of hard work, or saving a bunch of money, investing in stocks, knowing the right people, being born into a rich family, or is it just pure stinking luck? But here's the thing, we all know people who freaking work really hard who still struggle financially, right? Or what if there's an emergency and you use up all your savings? Then what? Or what if you don't inherit your family's riches? Or your business gets shut down because of a lockdown? It sucks, but we all know these things happen. Here's what you gotta get. Ultimately, none of those things I mentioned at the start are the cause of lasting wealth, okay? None of those things. You want to know what the cause of long lasting wealth is? Here it is. Ready? It's your state of consciousness. It's your state of consciousness. As Neville always says, consciousness is a one and only reality, and we live and move in different states. So, whatever state you're in, that's what eventually manifests. And since everything is a state, I've got some good news. You can go wherever you want to go. You can enter any state of your desire. It's not the privilege of the rich, Neville says. It's the privilege, listen, of the person who can imagine. It's all imagination. Imagination creates reality. It's like this. I am wealthy, I am poor, were first of all impressions or conditions felt before they became visible expressions. In other words, your world, believe it or not, is your consciousness objectified. Your world is a mirror. Let's say you're conscious of being poor while praying for riches. What should you expect? Wealth? Of course not, dude. You'll get that which you're conscious of being, which is poverty. And since this is how reality works, there's no point in begging God or the universe or trying to force your circumstances to change somehow. Your external reality. The solution is to change your what? Your internal reality first. What you're imagining. And then the expression will take care of itself. Remember, signs follow, they don't precede. All things gravitate to that consciousness with which they are in tune. For instance, Neville points out that if you were to divide the wealth of the world equally among everyone, you know what's bound to happen? In just a short amount of time, this equal division will be disproportionate again. Wealth will find its way back into the pockets of those from whom it was taken. States of consciousness, folks. States of consciousness. If you're focused on lack and poverty, that's what you're gonna get. If you're focused on wealth and abundance, that's what you're gonna get. Simple as that. Let's not complicate this. Look, for years, money was a struggle for me in some ways, because I had a lot of unwanted debt from a business I used to have, where it's like no matter how hard I worked, or how much money I put into it, or how many risks I took, more debt would just pile up, and it felt like I couldn't get out of it. So trust me, I've had my share of sleepless nights. But thankfully, you guys, after finally understanding the law, which I'm about to share with you, the money struggles are gone, and all the debt was paid off, easily by the way. So now we're able to enjoy the comforts that a nice steady flow of income allows, without all the worries and fears that we used to have. I'm just so grateful, which is why I would want the same for you. Real talk. Earlier I asked you if you want to create more wealth in your life, right? It was a simple question. Now, if you said yes, don't just say it. Really make the decision within yourself to rise to a higher level. Is it what you want? Okay. Stop asking yourself whether or not you deserve it. Life doesn't give a rip whether you call yourself rich or poor. What matters is what you claim yourself to be in consciousness. What are you claiming for yourself? What are you claiming for yourself? That's what life will give you. Here's what I want you to do. Ask yourself, if I were wealthy, what would I think? What would I say? What would I do? Don't worry about the how or when it's going to happen. Just go straight to the end. Create a scene implying its fulfillment. And then quietly go within and begin to think and say and do those things inwardly and loop it over and over again. Until when? Until it takes on the tones of reality. Assume the consciousness of a wealthy person. I am wealthy. Feel that statement. Be one with it. Lose yourself in it. Then just watch. Neville says that when you dare to assume the nature of being wealthy and you remain faithful to it, then you'll magnify that which you're conscious of being and it'll come to pass because you get what you believe. Yeah. Alrighty guys, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button to help support this channel and the bell right next to it to be notified of my next video. I pump these out every single week so you don't want to miss them. If you're listening via podcast, I'd really appreciate a review. It gets more people to discover my work and of course help spread this message. And yo, don't forget to register for my free online training that'll seriously help you to start manifesting the life you really want right now. So check it out. The link's in the description. Like I always say, more's coming. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.